1, 2, 3.
This is VK3CSJ in Narre Warren South. Please stand by for this morning's WIA broadcast at 9 a.m. on 1825 kHz in the 160 metre amateur radio band.
It's time to get your news on. This broadcast is in text, audio and video and is accessed on wia.org.au.
It certainly is. It's the WIA National News for week commencing February 23, 2025. And this week, WIA Director Lee Moyle, VK3GK, the voice behind Yoda in Australia, Alec Cherry, VK2MV, and live from Muralbark, Craig, VK3WAR. Now wait, there is much more in this edition of news from the Wireless Institute of Australia. I'm Editor Graham, VK4BB.
This is WIA Director Lee Moyle, VK3GK. The WIA Merit Award program identifies and recognises sustained, outstanding achievement in the diverse field of amateur radio that furthers the science of radio and/or service to the WIA. It plays an important role in promoting excellence with nominations made by WIA members and decided by the WIA Board of Directors. Nominations are called for using a special form found on the WIA website. It contains the name of the individual nominated, the person nominating them, two other supporting members who may also be contacted, and details of the achievement. The type of award is not made in that nomination, with that decision made by the WIA Board of Directors. If the nomination is successful, these are usually announced at the WIA Annual General Meeting and, where possible, presented at that gathering of members. WIA Merit Awards are not necessarily awarded every year. A list of the WIA Merit recipients and their achievements are published later in Amateur Radio magazine and on the WIA Sunday broadcast. Nominations for WIA Awards will be presented at the WIA AGM in May 2025 in Bendigo. Nominations will close on the 31st of March 2025. The WIA Merit Awards are as follows: G.A. Taylor Medal, Michael J. Owen Distinction Medal, WIA Honorary Life Membership, Chris Jones Award, Brenda Edmonds Award, Ron Wilkinson Achievement Award, WIA Technical Excellence Award, and a President's Commendation. Details and descriptions of each of the WIA Merit Awards can be found on the WIA website. If you consider someone worthy to be nominated for a WIA award, please take the time and submit your nomination to the WIA Bayswater office or to the Secretary. Voting for the WIA Board of Directors is still open. If you're a WIA financial member as of the 31st of December 2024, you should have received your how to vote information, either in AR magazine or via email. Electronic voting is online and quick and easy. Just use the unique link provided in the email. The bios of the candidates have been provided to allow an informed decision. And a reminder that once your vote has been submitted, you cannot change it, so choose wisely. That's all for now. 7-3 from Lee, VK3GK.
Australiana. ICOM have a job opportunity for a business development manager in Melbourne. The ideal candidate would have a minimum of 3 years' experience in radio, IT or similar electrotechnical industries. Ideally, you'll be a licensed radio amateur. This job is advertised on Seek. Australian regulator finalises licence fee changes. Faced with the upcoming sunset of methods used to calculate fees for repeaters, beacons and some apparatus amateur licences, the Australian Communications and Media Authority has finalised small changes. They will take effect after April 1. The result is that repeaters, beacons and non-assigned apparatus licences will be assessed $52.62 annually.
From here, there and everywhere, you've tuned to the Wireless Institute of Australia's national news service. We are VK1WIA. Now with international news, Jason, VK2LAW.
Hello. LCAS admitted to IARU membership. On the 21st of January 2025, voting was completed on proposal number 266 concerning the admission of the Libyan Communications Amateur Society, LCAS, to IARU membership. With 52 affirmative votes required for approval, there were 61 votes in favour, no votes in opposition, and no abstentions. The first IARU Region 1 Monitoring System newsletter of 2025 has been published. The January edition highlights that almost 1,000 transmissions of powerful over-the-horizon radar signals were recorded in the HF amateur bands for January alone. Transmissions associated with the Russian-Ukrainian radio war continue to dominate reports as well. I made mention there of the Russian-Ukrainian radio war. Well, it's taken a turn or two for the worst. Electronics firm Rig Expert's administrative office in Kiev, Ukraine, has been destroyed by a Russian ballistic missile. All employees are reported to be safe. Rig Expert is a leading manufacturer of antenna and cable analyzers, and officials said that they're committed to restoring operations as soon as possible. The news this week has been consistently bad, but Ukrainians frequently carry on as if nothing has changed. This is because, in a way, little does change. If you're dealing in daily life, not headlines. The reality is the fight, in whatever form that takes. Zaporizhia Radio Club lost its windows to one of the nightly drone attacks and got down to fixing them. A mobile air defence group was chasing a drone, and it just happened to be shot down over the workshop. It's not news, said Mike, the chairman. Just another day for a Ukrainian volunteer workshop, with a few extra tasks like rebuilding the place after military attack. Alan Boyd, Victor Echo 3 Alpha Juliet Bravo, RAC President and Chair, has announced the selection of Mike Kelly, Victor Echo 3 Foxtrot Kilo, as the recipient of the RAC Amateur of the Year Award for 2024. With over 5 decades as an amateur, Mike, VE3FFK, has volunteered countless hours as a member of the Ottawa Amateur Radio Club. Radio Amateurs of Canada sincerely congratulates Mike Kelly, Victor Echo 3 Foxtrot Kilo, on his appointment as Amateur of the Year for 2024. New Zealand's Ministry of Business, Innovation and Employment, MBIE, is seeking feedback on changes to radio spectrum licence fees. These fees recover the costs of managing New Zealand's radio spectrum regulatory system, including maintaining the register of radio frequencies, issuing licences and investigating interference, and for the past 8 years, fees have been set below actual costs due to an historic surplus. The proposed changes shift fees from an under-recovering level to full recovery. Under consideration, 2 fee options needed from the New Zealand spectrum users, their preferred option, alternative options, and how the changes may impact businesses. The consultation is open until 5 p.m, 11th of April 2025. Ham radio operator is front runner to lead Germany. Although there are numerous amateur radio awards such as DXCC and Worked All Europe, Frederick Mertz, Delta Kilo 7 Delta Quebec, is hoping for an achievement that could be thought of as Worked All Germany, even though in this case it's outside the realm of amateur radio. Frederick Mertz is leader of Germany's CDU party and a possible frontrunner in this month's selection. A win would make the political conservative the nation's new chancellor, and as such he would join the ranks of other licensed heads around the world. Most notably the late King Hussein of Jordan, who held the callsign Juliet Yankee 1, and the present King of Thailand, whose callsign is Hotel Sierra 10 Alpha. Still in Germany, and the German Amateur Radio Society will be holding the 48th Ham Radio Convention. From Friday the 27th of June until Sunday June 29th, hams and electronic enthusiasts from all over the world will meet again in Friedrichshafen and hear topics such as remote radio connecting the world. Lawmakers reconsider measure to protect antennas in HOAs. The US Congress has also returned to considering a measure giving hams the right to install antennas that, until now, have been banned or restricted by homeowner associations. The measure prohibits HOAs from writing rules that ban amateur radio antennas, which are recognised as part of an essential disaster communication system for public safety. The Act also provides hams with a means of resolving disputes that arise in connection with their antennas. Paul Giamatti to play Art Bell in biopic film. Publication Screen Rant reports of an upcoming film set to portray the late Art Bell and his radio show Coast to Coast AM. Paul Giamatti is said to be starring in the lead role. With Giamatti, a two-time Oscar-nominated actor, attached to star the late Art Bell, the Art Bell biopic has received a big boost in terms of its prestige. The late paranormal DJ hosted the 5-hour radio show Coast to Coast, which took unscreened calls from guests recounting allegedly first-hand tales of alien encounters, reincarnation, time travel, and other phenomena reminiscent of the X-Files. Bell even claimed to have had his own UFO encounter. At the peak of its popularity during the 1990s, Coast to Coast drew an audience of roughly 10 million listeners. In addition to working as a radio host, Art Bell was an amateur radio operator, holding a license in the US of Whiskey 6 Oscar Bravo Bravo and in the Philippines for Foxtrot 1 Alpha Bravo. He was originally licensed at age 13. For WIA National News in Sydney, I'm Jason, VK2LAW.
We are VK1WIA. Now, operational news with VK4FUQ. Felix.
Hello there. The board of the WIA has accepted the following distance record. 50 MHz short path digital. Steve Gregory, VK3ZZ, to Jose Ribeiro, DSA. CT1 EEB. Date of contact 28/10/2024. Distance claimed 17,479 kilometres, exceeding the current record by 1,740 kilometres. Rules published for World Radio Sport Team Championship 2026. If you've got your eye on the World Radio Sport Team Championship 2026 in the UK, you may want to read the competition rules which have just been published by the Championships Committee. The rules have been adjusted slightly from the previous competition to ensure that this is a fair test of operator skills. Questions may be submitted to the committee via social media or on the WRTC reflector or at amateur radio conventions. Find a link to the rules in the text edition of this week's WIA National News, wia.org.au. Now contest-wise 2025. CQ 160 metre contest on this weekend. SSB February 21, 2200 hours Zulu, February 23. France. The RAF contest starts at 0600 hours UTC on Saturday 22 February and ends at 1800 hours UTC on Sunday 23 February. Using SSB on the 80 to 10 metre bands, where contests are permitted, the exchange is signal port and serial number. The IAA 100th Anniversary Centennial QSO Party. The The IARU CQP will be held for 9 days, beginning Saturday 12 April and ending Sunday 20 April. This event will celebrate 100 years of the IARU. Harry Angel Memorial 80-metre Sprint, Saturday, May 3. VK Shires Contest, 7th and 8th June. IARU HF World Championship. The 24-hour IARU HF World Championship starts at 1200 hours UTC on Saturday 12 July and ends at 11:59 hours UTC on Sunday 13 July. Trans-Tasman Low-Band Contest, 19 July. Now let's slide open the DX window to the world. Operation Veritable special event operational through February 28th. Radio Club Lemberg is operating special event station PA-80OV to honour the Allied pincer movement during World War II. The event, on air now through February 28, as PA-80OV is active on SSB, CW and various digital modes. This event only runs every 5 years, with the next event scheduled to take place in 2030. See the PA-80OV website for more details. Currently based in Nairobi, Kenya, and using his 5Z4J call sign, John has just received his 5X1J licence. I have an office in Uganda and travel by road to Uganda from Kenya on a regular basis, usually for 2 to 3 weeks for each trip, he says. It is on these trips that I will be using my 5X1J call sign. I will be operating mostly from Jinja, at the source of the River Nile, near Lake Victoria. QSL only via LOTW. For VK1WIA National News, I'm Felix, VK4FUQ Inningham.
From here, there and everywhere, you've tuned to the Wireless Institute of Australia's National News Service. We are VK1WIA. Now, special interest group news with Bruce, VK3FFF.
And a very good day to you. Worldwide special interest groups, astronomy and wireless weather. In all likelihood, asteroid 2024 YR4 will slip silently past the Earth. Based on the data so far, there's an estimated chance of only 2.1% to 2.3% that it will collide with planet Earth December 2032. Under normal circumstances, if somebody told you there was a roughly 98% chance of something not happening, you probably wouldn't give it a second thought. There is certainly a case to be made that you should feel that way in regards to this particular event. Frankly, it's a lot more likely that some other terrible thing is going to happen to you in the next 8 years than it is an asteroid is going to ruin your Christmas party. While the chances are still excellent that 2024 YR4 will zip harmlessly past our blue marble in 2032, it's not outside the realm of possibility that some big decisions might need to be made in the next few years. That's where advanced space-bound observatories like the James Webb Space Telescope come in. While our instruments on Earth soon won't be able to see 2024 YR4, the JWST will not only be able to keep its gaze on the asteroid for longer, but the infrared observatory is uniquely suited for capturing critical data about its size and shape. When killer electrons join the chorus. For this story, we turn to John Williams, VK4JJW.
They're called chorus waves, but these disturbances, first discovered in the Earth's magnetic field decades ago, are apparently nothing to sing about. For one thing, scientists realise that these bursts of energy are not necessarily limited to the Earth and nearby planets. Their presence may pose dangers to deep space travel. When the waves are converted to audio, the signals are said to chirp, mimicking birdsong. The dark side to this sweet song is the discovery that the waves are capable of accelerating particles to almost the speed of light, a rate that would endanger astronauts and spacecraft passing through them. Scientists have dubbed these particles killer electrons. The finding was made recently by researchers at Beihang University in China and published in the journal Nature. The researchers detected the chorus waves through the use of NASA's magnetospheric multiscale mission, a study of the Earth's magnetic field that utilizes 4 satellites flying in formation. Earth isn't the only planet experiencing this phenomenon. Scientists now know that the waves can occur near any planet in our solar system with a magnetic field. In fact, a magnetic field is no longer a prerequisite. The waves are being found on Venus too, which has no magnetic field. They're created instead when solar wind enters the atmosphere from transient fields, all of which leads scientists to a chorus of questions. This is John Williams, VK4JJW.
Thanks to John. Worldwide special interest groups, balloons. The Young Ladies Radio League, YLRL, launched a Pico balloon on Saturday, February 15th, from Arizona in the United States. The balloon is currently traversing the Atlantic Ocean at around 44,000 feet. Vicky, N6KLS, president of YLRL, Tom, N6BT, and K7CNT, launched the YLRL K4LMB Pico balloon from Kingman, Arizona. There was very calm air and the balloon went straight up, and within 3 hours it was at 43,000 feet, heading straight for Nogales, Arizona. It dipped into Mexico and then turned back to the northeast and crossed the Rio Grande River and ended the day south of Midland, Texas. It travelled a whopping 1,800 miles overnight. This balloon and tracker was generously donated by Bob Gordon, KJ7VBX. Thank you to Bob. The YLRL group members are very excited about this flight and are hoping for a great flight. It was reported at a great altitude still and travelling at 94 miles per hour. The Young Ladies Radio League has also announced the Memorial Scholarship Program for 2025. The scholarship program is aimed at women amateur radio operators studying radio, communications, electronics or amateur radio-related arts and sciences. The YLRL is an international non-profit organisation of women amateur radio enthusiasts founded in 1939 and is the longest-running YL club in the world. The YLRL is sponsoring 3 memorial scholarships for 2025. The Ethel Smith K4LMB Memorial Scholarship, $2,500 award. The Mary Lou Brown NM7N Memorial Scholarship, also $2,500, and the Martha Wessel K0EPE Memorial Scholarship worth $1,500. The YLRL believes that education in the fields of radio, communications, electronics and amateur-related arts and sciences will play an important role in shaping the world's future. Through these memorial scholarships, YLRL hopes to encourage female students to learn more about amateur radio. To qualify, students must be female, have an amateur radio licence, meet the requirements listed on the ylrl.net website, and apply using the online application by April 30th, 2025. Worldwide special interest groups, Final Frontier. The oldest of the Starlink satellites are coming back to Earth, and NASA has detected metallic vapours in the atmosphere as they disintegrate. These are among the so-called Generation 1 satellites that were launched starting in 2018. All that debris is adding up and apparently having other effects. The Space Weather website said that just one of these satellites can produce about 30 kilograms of aluminium oxide. This compound is known to erode the Earth's ozone layer. And astronauts say the darndest things. But as a group of students here recently discovered, the tricky part is pinning one down to answer questions. Their hard work paid off when they met at the Clifton Arts Centre and Sculpture Park for an opportunity that few people have ever dreamed of. Using an amateur radio setup, 10 children from area schools connected with astronaut Don Pettit for an exclusive but scripted chat about life on the International Space Station. They asked him how he celebrates his birthday, how he keeps track of time, and how he manages to fall asleep. Its principal at the time, Sandra Giordano, had already planned for the entire student body to make contact with an astronaut. To ensure the opportunity was not lost, she formed her own amateur radio club outside of school and redeployed some teachers to carry out the mission. The new club, called Heart of ARC, conducted science workshops to train participating students for the eventual radio connection, facilitated by amateur radio on the International Space Station, or ARIS. Worldwide Special Interest Groups, IOTA. Team 3B9DJ will be active from Rodriguez Island, AF017, from the 24th of March to the 5th of April. They plan to operate CW, FT8 and SSB on 160 to 10 metres. QSL via club logs OQRS, preferred, low TW, or via OK6DJ. Team 4S7SPG are active from Nillaveli, Sri Lanka, AS003, now until March 1st. They are on CW, SSB, FT8 and RITI on 80 to 10 metres. QSL via club logs OQRS or via SP6CIK. Worldwide Special Interest Groups, Military. From the 1st to the 28th of March, George MM0JNL will once again be activating Special Event Station GB0GTS. This year, the station is active in support of the Great Tommy Sleepout. This national challenge aims to raise funds and awareness for all former UK service personnel who are living homeless. More details are available at qrz.com and rbli.co.uk. Worldwide Special Interest Groups, Radio Amateur Young Timers, YOTA, Youngsters on the Air. It's over to Alec, VK2MV.
Thank you, Bruce. The YOTA Contest 2025 is organised by the IARU Region 1 Youth Working Group in cooperation with the Hungarian Amateur Radio Society. The aim of the YOTA Contest is to increase we youngsters' activity on the air, strengthen the reputation of the YOTA programming, and demonstrate support for youth across the world. There are 3 sessions in this year's YOTA Contest. Those sessions are on the 9th of March, the 19th of July, and the 29th of December. Now, on to the 2025 YOTA Summer Camp. It is with pleasure to announce that the 2025 YOTA Summer Camp will be hosted by REF Réseau des Émetteurs Français, the IARU member society in France. The event itself, 18th to the 25th of August, will be in the heart of the Vexin National Park, about 50 kilometers to the northwest of Paris. The RSGB is delighted to announce that Samuel McCutcheon, Mike 7 Uniform Echo Lima, will be the RSGB's Scout, Cadet, and Girl Guiding Youth Champion. Sam brings a wealth of hands-on experience to the role, having been part of Scouts from a young age in Beavers and then working his way up to Network. He then progressed to become an assistant section leader. This knowledge will help the RSGB youth team to engage and offer amateur radio support to the Scouts and also the Cadets and Girl Guiding. For VK1WIA National News, I'm Alec, VK2MV in Sydney. Now back to you, Bruce.
Thanks, Alec. Worldwide Special Interest Groups, Rescue Radio. Amateur Radio Emergency Service renews relationship with Red Cross in Puerto Rico. Amateur Radio Emergency Service, RS, in the ARRL Puerto Rico section has signed a renewal Memorandum of Understanding, MOU, with the American Red Cross Puerto Rico region. The agreement establishes a framework of cooperation and a close working relationship with ARRL RS volunteers. Both RS and the Red Cross agree that with the resources of both organisations, the public will be best served during disasters, emergencies and other public service-related situations. ARRL Puerto Rico Section Manager Carmen N. Green, KP4QVQ, believes the new MOU benefits everyone. She said, "The renewal of the existing MOU with the American Red Cross of Puerto Rico is a testament to the relationship and commitment we have at the local section level with the legendary organisation." She said, "We feel that our communities will greatly benefit from the joint efforts to train and practice the ability to pass messages when the normal infrastructure is not available." and Wyson New South Wales. The first Wyson New South Wales events for this year are in support of Dementia Australia's Memory Walk and Jogs. They will be at Cronulla and Mona Vale on Sunday the 2nd of March, Penrith on the 9th, Wollongong on the 16th, the Hunter on the 23rd of March, and at Sydney Olympic Park on Sunday the 25th of May. These events are straightforward and would suit anyone new to Wyson activities. If you want to take part, please contact Liz Dawson. Liz's email address is in the text edition of this, your WIA National News. Wyson New South Wales is a communications support squad of VRA Rescue New South Wales. For more information about Wyson, please visit nsw.wyson, which is of course spelt WICEN.org.au. I'm Bruce, VK3 Triple F in sunny Bendigo.
This is VK1 WIA. All points of contacts from today's news stories are to be found in print when you read the web editions, www.wia.org.au.
It's a date on the social scene. Next month in VK3, Yarra Valley Amateur Radio Group Hamfest, March 1.
Hi, this is Craig, VK3 WAR for the Yarra Valley Amateur Radio Group. We are holding our Hamfest on Saturday the 1st of March at the Murrelbach Community Hall, 125 Bryce Avenue, Murrelbach. Doors open to traders at 8 a.m. and buyers at 10 a.m. Entry for buyers is $10 with tea and coffee provided. This is a cash-only event. The hall is only a short walk from the Murrelbach train station and ample car parking is available on site. For more information or to book a table, please see our website at www.yvarg.org.au or call Steve, VK3NG, on 0418 103 487. Tables are filling fast, so book now and don't miss out. We look forward to seeing you on the day. 73.
Still in March, VK7 Meet the Voice social outing, Ross Caravan Park, March 23. And in VK4, Redcliffe and District Radio Club Redfest, April 12 at Deception Bay North State School. Now, lots of interesting features are to be found on the Redcliffe Club's webpage. So now, till next we meet, I'm Graham, VK4 Baker. Walk softly.
This has been the Wireless Institute of Australia with the weekly news service. This broadcast is in text, audio and video and is accessed on wia.org.au.
Courtesy of Bevan, VK5 BD's ATV and YouTube channel, this has been WIA National News. We're back now, live and local, and your voice, your callbacks. And don't forget, tick like.
Good morning and thank you for listening to the early edition of the WIA News. Any signal reports, please send to vk3csj@gmail.com. Would appreciate to see how far the signal is being heard. Good morning, everyone. We'll be back in an hour's time to do it again on the Melbourne television repeater, VK3 RTV, and then repeat it again at 8 o'clock tonight. This has been VK3CSJ. Happy Sunday morning to you all at 26.6 degrees. We say morning.